shot him in his tracks. About the only thing agreed upon is he ain't coming back. There won't be any trial, so the air won't be cleared. There's just two sons calling names out of anger, out of fear. If you say it was a race when they shot him in his tracks, well, I guess that means that you ain't black. It means that you ain't black. I mean, we're out there by the wall. You can choose where to eat, but you don't see too many white kids lying bleeding on the street. Right here on Richmond, in fact it's happened here. And it happened where you're sitting, wherever that might be. And it happened last week, it'll happen again next week. And when they turned them over, they were surprised there was no gun. They must have done something, or else why would he have it? So they spin it for the Yankees on the television screen. They can wipe their face without asking what it means, what it is. What it means. So I guess there was protesting and some looting in some stores, and someone was reminded they ain't called colored folks no more. Merely tried to be politically correct and recall names. What's the point of post-racial when no prejudice is around? And that guy who killed that kid down in Florida, standing ground, was free to beat up on his girlfriend and wave a brand new gun around. Why some kid is dead and buried and laying in the ground with a pocket full of skills. What did it we're standing at the summit. Some man with a joystick lands a rocket on a comet. We're living in an age where limitations are forgotten. The outer edges move and dazzle us, but the core is something not. As we're standing at the precipice of prejudice and fear, we trust science just as long as it tells us what we want to hear. We want our truths all fair and balanced, as long as our notions lie within it. There's no sunlight in our asses and our heads are stuck up in it. Swallow your dream, but don't look for me for answers, 'cause I don't know what it means. Wrote this song 3.5 years ago, sitting at my kitchen table in Athens, Georgia. Beautiful Athens, Georgia. My beloved hometown for 21 years. And I was sitting there really disturbed about all the shit that was going on with Ferguson and Trayvon Martin, Staten Island. It just seemed like it was happening over and over and over again. And I remembered it happening right there in my beautiful, liberal, progressive, beloved Athens, Georgia. In the spring of 1995, about a year after I moved there. And it happened to a neighbor of mine, a guy who had lived across the street with his mom. And he was a grown man, but he was working on about an 8-year-old level. And they were a deeply religious family. And as we'd come and go, his mom was always out in the yard working in her garden, which was very beautiful. And they'd always wave, we'd always wave back, but we didn't really get to know them. It's sad. Why does that happen? And he got this message, he thought, from the Lord that told him to cast off all worldly possessions and go spread the word of Jesus to the town. And he interpreted that as take off all your clothes and go downtown and talk about the Lord. And his mom was worried about him, so she called 911 to get them to bring her son back home. But unfortunately, first they shot him 4 times. Unarmed and naked in front of a bunch of kids. And it was a big stink because Athens, Georgia is the kind of town that thinks it's better than that shit. And everybody was all up in arms and upset. And then time just moved on. That's what time does. And everybody got on with their lives and kind of forgot about it. Except for those, of course, that, will never be able to forget about something like that. And I was remembering that, sitting at my kitchen table writing this song and thinking, it's been happening all along. But now everybody's got a camera in their pocket. And all of a sudden we're confronted with it on our way to the PTA meeting and taking the kids to soccer practice. And as sad and as tragic and as awful as that is, at least maybe that's some slight bit of progress, because now everybody's talking about it because they're all confronted about it instead of it just being talked about in the poor part of town. Nonetheless, when I wrote the song, it bugged the fuck out of me that I didn't have any goddamn answers. And people would ask me, well, what's the answer? It's like, I don't fucking know. I play guitar in a band. I just ask the questions. I don't know. And that bugged me because it felt like a fucking cop-out. And then around that time, I had the honor and the privilege of going with my wife to see the Patti Smith group play at the Arlene Schnitzer Auditorium in beautiful downtown Portland, Oregon, where we live now. And it was the 40th anniversary of her masterpiece album, Horses. And it was also her 69th birthday. And she's standing tall up there on stage, about 4'11", with her long silver hair, and she looked so beautiful. And it was a cathartic rock and roll show. All those things that you dream about rock and roll shows when you're a kid growing up in a small town that doesn't get such things, and you're reading Cream, and you're reading Rolling Stone, and you're thinking, that's what it's all about. I was standing there watching that with chills going up and down my spine. But it never got more powerful than about 3/4 into the show, when all of a sudden she just raised her arms up in the air, stopped the band, and everything went totally silent. And you could hear her say, "Love each other, motherfuckers!" And it occurred to me at that moment that that's the fucking answer.